Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to GB News, 49 minutes after 4 o'clock. I'm Nana Akua. Now, Nicola Sturgeon says that she's been left serving a sentence for a crime that she did not commit after her estranged husband, Peter Morrell, admitted embezzling 400 grand from the SNP. In a very emotional interview on the BBC, the former First Minister insisted that she had no knowledge of the missing funds and refused to apologise for the scandal.
I absolutely didn't know that he was committing crimes. Because of his actions, I was subjected to a 2-year police investigation. I was exonerated. If there had been a shred of evidence that I had been complicit in this or had known about what he was doing, then I wouldn't have been cleared. But despite being cleared, I've still spent a week with having the finger of suspicion pointed at me. Yes, I'm angry, but I'm also carrying a degree of hurt and I think a degree of trauma about this whole episode. It resulted in me sitting in a police station under arrest. What he has done to me, I think, will take me a very, very long time to recover from.
All right, well, I'm joined by author Scotland Undone, Dean Thompson. Dean, you're hearing what she's saying. Do you believe her?
I think the biggest takeaway is the straw man framing that Ms Sturgeon is engaging in with the comments that she's making. When she says, I don't want to apologise for someone else's crimes, well, nobody serious is asking her to do that. What people like Joanna Cherry KC are pointing out is this is about political accountability for Nicola Sturgeon. She led a party and oversaw a political culture in which people who tried to look at the book, such as Joanna Cherry KC, were demonised. It's about a governance failure, and it belongs with her. If you think of Sturgeon when she said in the interview, I will take full responsibility for the things I do, a lot of her critics have been saying in Scottish social media over the last couple of hours, fine, let's begin doing that. 3 members of the Finance and Audit Committee in March 2021 resigned. Douglas Chapman resigned as Treasurer in May 2021, and he literally said he couldn't fulfil his fiduciary obligations, i.e. he wasn't able to fulfil his legal obligations because he couldn't get to see any of the books. So people like Joanna Cherry are asking, well, why did Nicola Sturgeon, and they are accusing Nicola Sturgeon of overseeing a political culture where they were blocked from being able to fulfil statutory obligations. Didn't hear Nicola Sturgeon in that interview address or even accept or dismiss the fact that these people were blocked, prevented, as they're saying they were, from doing their political and legal obligations. And there's plenty of things to think about here. Sturgeon has questions being asked of her in regards to public statements she made. She said in 2021 that the SNP's books were independently and fully audited. This is also a problem because in 2021, Johnson Carmichael LLP, who did the accounts in those days, had been saying, and this is a public record statement, that they were the greatest risk of revenue and fraud was with revenue recognition in the accounts. By 2022, they resigned, and the SNP leadership did not even tell their own NEC that they'd resigned for 6 months. And this is about a political culture that Nicola Sturgeon can and should answer for.
So, yeah, I hear that. And I do agree in a way. I think it's dangerous to have a husband and wife team in that position because if one is lying to the other, then I could imagine that Paul Morrell, I don't know, I'm just guessing, would have said, oh, don't take any notice of that, Nicola, they're trying to do this, that and the other to us, blah, 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 blah. And she may have gone along with it. But very briefly, I've got about 10 seconds with you. Do you believe her when she says she didn't know? Yes or no?
No. Personally,
okay,
no.
All right, Dean, that's it. We're out of time. Really good to hear you. That's Dean Thompson. He's the author of Scotland Undone. Right, well, stay with me. I'm Nana Akua. This is GB News. We're live on TV, online and on digital.